a wise guy and don't come back.
Hi.
Where you want to go?
16th and Mill. Thank you.
The finger man is Archie Watkins. He and Dermot are old pals from the street. They go way back. But we got a hook in, so Archie made the call. Dermot said he'd be here about 10 o'clock. I can dust him. You don't have to do this, Mr. Steelgrave.
You don't understand. I want him myself. Let's drift.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Tell Dermot I'm out. Tell him I'll meet him in 20 minutes, same place.
So how you doing? How's gladiator school?
Oh, it was wonderful, Frank. I had everything. Cockroach races. I even had a pet rat. It was your kind of place.
You miss me.
Why did I have to do the whole 18, Frank? Explain that to me.
So you ain't glad to see you, old buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'm all choked up, Frank. I've been dreaming about the smell of your lilac cologne.
You got more than 5 large on you. Am I right? I heard you were running a still out of your cell block. Come on, give it to me. I gotta log it.
Don't press your luck, Frank.
You know why you did the whole 18, Vinny?
Why?
Because I convinced the RD it was the right thing.
Does your mother have any idea what a total dink you turned into?
My mother thinks I'm adorable.
Where's Dermot?
It's clear, Stanley.
Hey, Stan. How you doing? Come here.
Thank God you're out. I've been worried about you.
That was okay. I made out. Set me up pretty good. What's with these guys? I thought you were gonna retire.
Giving a going-away party for Dave Steelgrave. Gonna drop half a dozen felonies on him. I testified before the grand jury on Tuesday. And then it's goodbye Jersey, hello Fort Lauderdale. I'm gonna move down there with my kids. They got a guest house right on the Intercoastal.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but I had to make sure you got out of jail with all your teeth before I hand you over to OCB.
Yeah, David Sonny Steelgrave. You think that's smart?
My whole life's been devoted to this. It's like hitting a 40-foot jump shot in your last game. Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If you're going to Fort Lauderdale, who's gonna be handling me?
I am, kiddo.
I was just your training officer. Your cover's set. I'm not in charge of field assignments. The RD made the selection.
We'll have a good time, Vinny. Knock some of the green off of you. Maybe we'll race a cockroach or two.
Frank will take you back to OCB.
Thanks for sticking around for me, Stan.
Hell, I couldn't blow town and leave you in jail. You're one of my super ducks. I'll call you at the office. I got something I gotta take care of.
Hey, Stan, do me a favor, will you? Be careful. Dave Steelgrave isn't gonna go down easy.
They all go down eventually. These guys aren't all that smart. They're just mean.
Take care of yourself.
Let's go, Super Duck.
Vincent, glad to see you. You look rested.
Are you kidding me? Wasn't in San Moritz, you know.
So much for the pleasantries. Sorry you had to take the whole fall, but Frank here thought it would look a little fishy, so we kept you in for your own protection.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have this guy. He's sure looking after me.
Don't be a kiss-up, Vince.
So, Dermot says you're ready to go in and take your first undercover assignment.
Look, sir, Mr. Elias, I think I need some time off. I'm not ready to take this assignment just yet.
That's normal. Matter of fact, the agents over St. John's even have a name for it. It's called early alert syndrome. Read a report on it just last week. When an agent who's about to go in begins to calculate his odds for his own survival and manifests an unnatural desire to...
Excuse me, sir, but I don't have early alert syndrome. What I do have is a sick mother. She's got a heart condition. I've been unable to tell her what I'm doing. She thinks I'm some nickel and dime hoodlum. It's putting a lot of stress on her. And me, too.
Carlotta Terranova, 68 years old, arterial sclerosis, congenital valve problem inoperable. She won't talk to Vince. She cut him off after he started piling up these convictions, making him look like a wise guy.
Well, I'm sorry, but you know the rules here. You can't tell anybody what you're up to, certainly no relatives. Their people's lives are at stake.
No, sir. I don't know how much time she has. It may be 6 months or 6 years. I don't know. And I want to get things straight before something happens to her.
If you tell your mother and she happens to tell one of her friends and your cover gets blown, they're going to pick you up on the street some night and start putting cigarettes out on your feet until you give up the entire program and all the other agents. It's OCB policy. It's inviolate.
And I resign.
Can't resign. You haven't even started. We had 4 years invested in you. Get Stan Dermot in here.
Dermot? Man, where the hell you been? I'm risking my life meeting you here. If anybody knew I was telling you this, they'd kill me.
It's hard to shake my bodyguards. What you got for me, Arch?
How you doing, Stan?
Damn it, what the hell's going on here?
Thanks, Arch.
No, it isn't.
Not good.
You're supposed to wait downstairs. If they're casing this and you walk in here, you're gonna get made. Now, you just play things the way you want, don't you?
I want to be alone with them.
I'll get him for you, Stan. I'll be there to lower Dave Steelgrave in the ground. It's a promise.
Clear out of the way, please. All clear? Again? Again?
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned.
No kidding. Well, then I guess you haven't changed much, have you, Vinny?
Listen, Pete, I'm not going to confess to you, because the last time I did, you told Mom and I had to wash the kitchen floor for a month.
You were 6. You stole my cowboy boots.
Says you. Come on, let's get out of this phone booth.
Meet me in the sacristy. Well, you look pretty good for a guy that just got out of prison.
Hey, Pete. Yeah, well, looking good's one of my shallow traits. Pete, how's Mom? She been asking about me while I was gone?
She loves you, man. She keeps your picture at the bottom of her dresser. It's hidden there. She pulls it out, looks at it, you know. I caught her once. She tried to cover it up. You could tell her you're working for the government. What would it hurt?
Pete, I wasn't even supposed to tell you, but I figured a guy could tell his priest anything. Look, if I told Mom, she'd tell Uncle Pete and Aunt Celeste. They'd let it slip to Norwood. He'd tell that dingbat wife of his, and she'd tell half the Metropolitan Life building.
She got sacked. She's home eating bonbons and doing crosswords. She's hacking poor Norwood to pieces.
It was still. Mom couldn't keep it to herself. I shamed her. She'd have to tell somebody. And then you count to 10, and I'd be the captain of a 50-gallon oil drum in the bottom of the river.
Look, Vinny, until you can come clean with Mom, don't go over. You know how upset she gets. I don't think it would be good for her. You okay? You seem different.
Yeah, I guess I lost a real good friend last night. And when I lost him, it changed some important plans. But it's okay. I'll work it out. Don't worry about it.
When are they sending you in?
Soon.
I hope you get a chance to square things with Mom. She's not going to be around forever, Vinny.
Come on, Pete. Pete, I gotta do this one. The man died with me holding him.
There are other ways to save a brother's soul than to offer yourself up in some vengeful act.
Pete, you know, all the people that come in here and pray, they all got problems. 70% of them can't get a bank loan. A guy can't make the payments on his house. He's got a wife and a kid. He doesn't want him to be evicted, so he goes on the street for the money. He misses a couple of payments. The first thing you know, somebody's ringing his bell with a steel pipe. Now you got his widow and a kid, and they're praying for help.
And the Lord will provide it.
Okay, all right. But what if what the Lord provides is people like me? People to go out and get these brajoles? What if you and I are just on different ends of the same handoff?
How did we turn out so different and so much alike?
Come here. I'll keep in touch, Pete. You take care of Mom while I'm gone. Wait for me, Mom. Please wait for me.
So the RD went for it, huh? He threatened to resign if you don't put you in the Steelgrave family. You want him, huh?
Yeah, I want him.
You're taking this too personal. Stan Dermott knew what he was doing. Guy's getting this racket. He wasn't your father. He was just a training officer.
Hey, Frank, do me a favor and shut up, will you?
Have it your own way.
Where's the restaurant where these two like to eat?
Down the street on the right. It's a place called the Magazine. But you're making a mistake going in there cold. I got numbers runners set up. I can put you in the bottom of the Steelgrave organization. That way you got somebody in his crew front for you.
But I want the Steelgraves to pick me. I want to be their hand-picked protege.
What do you think? These guys are just going to reach out for you?
No, but Sonny used to fight Golden Gloves when he was a kid, and so did I. That ought to give us something to talk about.
Oh, yeah, sure. That ought to do it, yeah. All right. You got to call the lifeguard before you go in. Check out the ident codes. Take it easy, will you? I don't like you, but I don't want to have to bury you.
Now, there's a sweet sentiment, Frank. Now, give us a kiss, and I'll see you in a couple months.
Get out of my car. This is McPike's style section, 1,300 hours. He's loose. Log it.
Good morning. Sailor Hardware, may I help you?
This is Agent 4587, day code, style section, 11087, ident procedure, D, fashion factory.
Hey, how you doing, Vinny? Welcome to life with the lifeguard. How was the house of many doors?
Terrible. Even the Christmas pageant stunk.
Okay, well, let's do it, son. Here's the drill. Uncle Mike is a pull-up. Let's make breakfast the emergency, lunch is right away, dinner means lay back and survey it, okay? Do you want a callback code?
No, let's just stay with the first article in the style section of the Atlantic City Daily News. Go with month, day, and year. That way I can do it on the fly.
You got it, cowboy. And give my love to the hookers and the hitters.
Here goes nothing.
I'm sorry, we got all the help we need. Come back in 2-3 months. We're losing some guys then.
Hey, look, pal. I'm hurting. Hey, I need the cash. Look, I worked in restaurants all over the place. I know the drill.
You don't hear good. I told you, come back in 3 months.
What's it pay, Buster Sailors?
$5 an hour, but I told you, we're full.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you what. You and me will make a deal, huh? I kick back 3 to 5 to you. At the end of a 40-hour week, you got an extra 120 coming back at you.
What are you, nuts?
Yeah, I got brain damage from standing in the subway. Come on, what do you say?
Welcome to the firm.
Thank you.
Oh, you can change in the back.
All right.
What's your name?
Vince Terranova. You're not gonna be sorry, sir. Anything you want, I do for you.
I don't think it's smart to do your own rubber glove work, Dave.
Come on, Sonny, that guy was gonna bury me. Him, I had to do myself. That's why we paid Tony.
Oh, no. Get it out of here, will you, Hawthorne?
There it is, Sonny. Signed by Judge Roy Nelson. I got 3 guys going through your office files right now. Stan DeMont got hit last night, just 2 days before he was going to testify against Dave here. I don't suppose you guys know anything about that, huh?
Stan DeMont, no kidding. I liked him. You remember him, Sonny? The short, fat guy with the red nose.
I'm gonna be on your back from now on. Everybody gets hassled.
I hope you got somebody starting your account for you, mister.
Is that a threat, Tarzan? It's against the law to threaten people, especially FBI-type people. It's called verbal assault. Takes you away for 3 years.
If you can prove it.
I hope my officers don't leave your place in too big a mess. Have a nice lunch, guys.
Just leave it. Where does this guy come from? All of a sudden, everywhere I go, he's standing in front of me with a federal warrant. You can chill him out, Sonny. You nuts? Dave already chilled one Frisbee. We chill another one, we all gotta move to Tibet for the winter. We've got nothing up in the office he could use on us, am I right?
They can tear the wallpaper down again. They'll find nothing.
Oh, look, Dave, I want you to get Howard pumped up. We've got rights. Get somebody to get a restraining order. Let's make this judge stop signing this stuff. Let's make him sit up straight.
You got it, Sonny.
I want this piece of crud off my back.
You got it.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry, it slipped. I said I was sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steelgrave. He's new. Get back to the kitchen, Vince.
No, this guy pushed me. Hey, why'd you push me? I said it was a mistake.
Hey, you, why don't you do yourself a big favor and get out of here?
Oh, I like this. I really like this. Who are you? You the guy that finishes what he starts?
I'm sorry, Mr. Steelgrave.
Hey, don't apologize to him. What about me?
You're fired. Leave this restaurant immediately.
What are you looking for, mister? maybe I got some of what you want.
Hey, I take what comes. The only question now is, are you gonna do it, or is Godzilla gonna try and do it for you?
Sonny, let me just take this cowboy outside and wreck him for you.
Yeah, let this guy alone take a shot. Then I'm gonna come back in here and feed you his pantyhose.
You want me?
Yeah.
You got me. 2 hours. Pier 6. Warehouse 3. Come on over. Make arrangements as to where you want me to send the body.
The man's name is Sonny Steelgrave. Ask around. You ain't gonna like what you hear.
Oh, yeah, what am I gonna hear, sweet cheek? So you and him go dancing together?
You and me. We're gonna get our chance.
That guy was sort of crazy, huh? I think we're real lucky to have him out of here.
Look, son, you don't have to mess with this guy. I'll take care of him.
Nobody talks to me that way.
I'll take care of him for you. Nobody will know.
I'll know. You'll know.
I'm telling you, I don't get it. He's supposed to be importing Indian dollars, but he's stacking pallets at a warehouse he rented from us. I think he's exporting something. He's got a ship coming. It's hit a storm. It's a day late. I don't know what he's up to.
This is your piece of the action, Tony. You're supposed to know. I don't want this guy putting heat on my peers. We're legitimate. You pick up Winfield, you find out.
I can't believe this Winfield guy's into anything. He's a wimp. Bow ties, Oxfords. Looks like he should be teaching chemistry at a girls' school.
Tony.
All right, I'll take care of him.
Call Howard?
You know you only have to tell me once. He's gonna meet the judge tonight.
I almost forgot about you.
Yeah? I didn't forget about you. You cost me my job. I thought it was just gonna be us, Mr. Steelgrave.
You know who I am?
Yeah. Don't mean nothing to me.
You crazy?
I said I'd be here, and I'm here. It's as simple as that.
Nothing's that simple.
Hey, look, are we gonna talk, or you want to settle this?
I don't think we have much choice. Gone too far.
Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Where'd he go, B? Get him, Sonny. You got him, you got him.
You had me. Meet me at a gambling joint I own by the pier, the Royal Diamond Hotel and Casino, tomorrow.
How about we go dance? Try this step, sweet cheeks.
Door.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
What'd the other guy look like?
He looks great. See, what I was trying to do was block as many punches as I could with my face without taking my hands out of my pockets. course you gotta know how to do it.
This is the management office.
Yeah, I got hired yesterday. Supposed to meet Mr. Steelgrave here this morning.
Sonny or Dave?
Sonny.
He's my uncle. I'm Tracy Steelgrave. Dave Steelgrave's my father.
Vince Terranova. So what do you do around here?
I'm just home for a week. I study law at UCLA, borrowing an office to study for my finals.
How you doing, Tracy? See you tonight at your uncle's party. If you like, I could swing by and give you a ride.
Vince is going to take me.
Sonny wants to see you inside now.
What party?
My Uncle Sonny's throwing my parents their 25th wedding anniversary party. It's an open house, really. You don't have to pick me up, but I thank you for being handy. Tony kind of freaks me.
Come on, I already told you once. Let's go. Leave her alone. Dave doesn't like employees hitting on her.
Oh, but in your case, he makes an exception because you're the Grand Duke of Brooklyn, right?
You got a smart mouth on you, punk.
Yeah, it's a fault I'm working on.
Maybe we can work on it together.
Hey, I don't want any trouble with you. What do you say we start over? Princess, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, Dad. Mom wants you to call her about the party.
Okay.
Okay?
So what's the problem, Fred? You put somebody with a long lens up on the roof and you take some pictures. Come on now, start using your brains. I want to know what this guy's doing on my pier. Call me back. You got a great right hand.
You hit like a pile driver, Mr. Steelgrave. Should have been a fighter.
I was, 15 years ago. Fought in Golden Gloves. Till my dad died, then I came into the family business.
No kidding. I used to fight Golden Gloves myself about 15 years back.
You don't have to convince me of that.
Vince something, right?
Terranova.
Vinny Terranova. I'd like you to meet my brother, Dave Steelgrave.
How you doing, Mr. Steelgrave?
How you doing? Got some good moves. You almost had Sonny. I ain't never seen that before.
So I'll take Vinny down, introduce him to Don, get him started maybe on the east side or down in Trenton.
You kidding me? Come on, I want to show you something. Dave, keep an eye on things for me, will you? Mario calls. I want you to get the dope on the short count over at the Rabbit. I think I'm gonna have to take care of these gray cats personally.
You got it, Sonny.
Golden Gloves, huh? Yeah, that was something. I loved fighting in that tournament. I had an uppercut that could unplug your battery. That was fun yesterday, wasn't it? Made you feel like a kid again.
Morning, Mr. Steelgrave.
I don't know, Mr. Steelgrave. I feel like I got hit by a bus.
Here we are.
Wow. What is this? Somebody live here?
Look, I had some friends check you out. You're fresh out of County Stir, right? I know you've been down. Guys learn to hold their ground in Stir. Also found out you were staying at the Pier Motel. It's a foxhole down there. I figured you wouldn't mind my upgrading your living requirements.
You're kidding.
You knew who I was when you came to the warehouse.
Yeah, so?
So? You knew I had important action here. You still showed up. I like that.
Look, Mr. Steelgrave.
Sonny. Call me Sonny.
All right, Sonny. It's not about who you are. It's about what you are. If I don't take myself seriously, who else will?
Some people never understand that. I've learned that some guys have got it here. Other guys have got it here. I don't know about you, Vinny. You could be just some waiter who's not too smart. Or you could be a guy who could do some heavy work. We'll find out. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
In the meantime, you can borrow this place. It belongs to a friend of mine who got relocated to the federal pen. Leave his stuff alone. He won't mind you using the place.
Okay.
It's a Porsche. It's a red one, I think. I don't know. It's downstairs in the garage. Battery's dead. I'm sure you can take care of that.
Thank you.
I want a rematch, Vinny. This time, no holding back. I figured maybe in about a week we'd give it a try down at the gym with the gloves on.
You got a date, Sonny. But if I hammer your lights out, You're not gonna leave me in the trunk of that Porsche, are you?
Don't worry about that. You're not gonna beat me. You drive a car pretty good, Vinny?
Yeah, I can drive.
Good. My driver's out of state on personal business for about 4 or 5 years. Want to drive for me till he gets back?
It's fine with me.
Car's in the basement. Tony will show you where it is. You take it to get washed. You'll be back by 5. Get some new suits, will you? You go down to the shop in the lobby. You tell them you work for me. They'll let you sign for it.
How am I gonna pay you back for all this?
Well, don't worry. You're gonna earn your money. One word of caution, Vinny. It's a tough track. Lots of people pushing and shoving. Everybody feeling pressure, even at the bottom.
I can handle that.
You mess up, you get dropped in a hole near the turnpike. Once a year, we drive by, and somebody says, hey, isn't that the spot where we planted old Vinny? You get what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Don't make too much noise. I run a clean joint.
Before you start it, you check under the hood, under the axles, and under the chassis. Understand?
Yeah. Hey, Tony, where's the nearest car wash? Hey!
Oh, there goes Sonny's parade float with the new footman.
How you doing? Something wrong?
Hey, Arnie, he wants to know if something's wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are wrong. This car's crawling with vehicular irregularities.
This is gonna be a roust, isn't it?
Hey, Arnie, this guy thinks we're rousting him. Tell him we ain't rousting him, Arnie.
We ain't rousting you.
See? We just wanted to pull you over to see who Sonny's new wise guy is gonna be now that Al's out of town. You got a name?
Yeah, I got a name. Vince Terranova.
Vince Terranova. Is that a Caucasian name?
It's Italian.
Oh, Italian. Vinny. Vinny. Well, you and I, we're gonna be seeing a lot of each other, Vinny.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
You got a license?
Yeah.
This one's torn, Vinny. The vehicle code says you gotta have one that's not torn. Get it fixed, okay?
Yes, sir, I sure will.
Vinny, you know why we stopped you? You got a broken taillight back there.
No, I think you're wrong, Sheriff. I checked out the car before I left.
Hey, Arnie, you find anything back there?
Man's got a busted taillight back here, Luke.
Now, you want to get out of the car, Mr. Terranova. You want to open the trunk?
And what are you gonna do if I don't throw a grenade under there?
Open it.
Help yourself.
I'm gonna let you slide this time, Vinny, but I want you to get this taillight fixed because you and me are gonna be seeing a lot of each other. Vinny, when you see Sonny, tell him Louis Butcher said hi.
Louis Butcher's gonna trip over his IQ one day and fall into a pit. And the skinny gomo who travels with him, he's gonna go down to double pork on lie, hold a mail. Leave the limo. I'll take this one over here. I want you to drive me across town, Vinny.
I can take you, Sonny. Vinny,
No. I want Vince to take me. It's okay. I'll meet you at the warehouse in a couple hours.
I got the time.
Hey, Tony, no sweat, okay? Vince is driving. All right. What's your story, Vinny?
What do you mean?
Everybody's got a story. Where you been, where you headed, girls you loved, guys you wrecked. What's a Vinny Terranova?
Well, I'll tell you, Sonny, I only got one ambition.
What's that?
I want to draw my last breath at exactly the same moment I spend my last buck. I want to check out owing nothing, owning nothing. Anything wrong with that?
No.
Good.
Pull in the middle of this block and park.
All right.
Come on.
Sonny, this is a pretty downbeat neighborhood. We're looking for girls. We ain't gonna do too good.
This guy owes me some money. Take a minute.
All right.
Okay, Vinny, this can get ugly, so be ready for anything. Jones is the sack of garbage with the dirt over his top lip.
This guy ain't a friend of yours, I take it. Who are the other guys?
Unless Jones gets smart, they're his pallbearers. What are you doing, Jones? Spoke to Freddie. Told me you had an off night.
Yes, Mr. Steelgrave. Seems everybody hit the number. It's like a psychic phenomenon.
Psychic phenomenon? Yeah, that's interesting. What would you call 5 coconuts who short-counted their lender and ended up individually and separately grazing on the moss at the bottom of the Jersey River? Would that be a psychic phenomenon?
Is that supposed to be a threat on the lives of me and my associates?
If it isn't, it's the next best thing. Now, I came in to collect $15,000 that you owe me and another 5 we'll call late payment penalty.
Look, I told you I got hit, man. The number was hit by 5 different people.
You're putting me to sleep, Jonesy. Cough it up. And don't try those low rent moves here. You're not dealing with melon heads. My people will come down here and make you do the backstroke through rabbit pellets. Now let's go. Get the money up.
So who's he?
It's my accountant, Vince.
Nice to meet you, Vince. I'm Gravedigger Jones.
What, are you kidding me?
You have a real nice evening, Mr. Steelgrave.
Okay, Jonesy. Hope those psychic phenomena don't come around here again.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't no future in it.
Let them get a few blocks away, then run them over and dust them, and get my money back.
Man, you are nuts. You ever let people steal from you, they lose respect. Then they start to walk all over you. Then they think you're soft enough for a hit. Bing, you find yourself dead.
Yeah, but they just let us walk out of there with the money.
Oh, no, not them. They're not that smart. You ever play street baseball, Vinny?
This kind of stuff happened much, Sonny.
They think they're gonna try and get that money back from me. I got other plans. Ram that thing. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Come on.
Come on, give me your wallet.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. What do you got? Nothing? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Give me your jewelry.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Vinny? Come on, we gotta get out of here. What? You're taking his, I love it, you're taking his jewelry.
Wait.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nice doing business with you guys.
What are we gonna do with all this jewelry?
I don't know.
Hey. Pal, you and me, pal. You and me, we're gonna have some real fun together. Yeah.
What's that? That's 20 grand. The extra 5? Niggerish. We also got some bad taste jewelry. Show 'em. Yeah, show 'em.
Yeah? Yeah? I'm on my way up.
Who's that?
That's Fred. He's upstairs. He said Winfield just pulled in at the end of the pier.
Okay. Pick him off. Find out what he's doing. Take Vinny with you.
Don't need Vinny.
He's aboard, Tony. He did good tonight. Take him with you. Call me at the hotel when you pick up Winfield.
Yeah, sure, right.
Why don't you keep that one, Tony? Go great with your green feather hat.
What's up?
Same as last night. These guys are definitely dirty, Mr. Gray. Stacking pallets in warehouse 3 there. Those guys at the end of the pier there are head crushers, and that guy in the trench coat's got an auto-tuned pumper under his arm and a sling.
Is that right? Said they're importing some little Indian doohickeys. Looks like they're exporting something heavy. Where's Winfield?
Hey, he's in that blue Chevy rental at the end of the pier there. He's just sitting there drinking coffee from a thermos. If it goes like last night, he'll take off in about an hour.
I'm gonna find out that little wimp is up to him. I'm gonna spill his teeth. Fred, give Vinny your piece. Come on, let's go.
Tony,
Shut up, Norman. Shut up.
what are you doing?
Get in the back.
You hurt me.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I paid you.
Hey, Norman, you want to kiss off right now? Or do you want to shut up and give yourself a chance to make it the end of the day? Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Get out of here.
Hey, what do you want?
I want you to shut up, Norman. You stay outside. What are you gonna do to him? I'm gonna ask him some questions. Now put a sock in and stay by the car.
I never told Sykes.
It's either you or me.
Colonel! Vinny! Where the hell are you?
Over here. Sorry.
Mr. S has got here what this guy just told me. You stay here and don't go inside. I'm gonna take the car. I'll be back in 10 minutes with Dave. You go in there, Winfield will tell me. He's very sensitized and tell me anything right now. Got it?
I ain't gonna go in there, Tony. What do you want, a letter from my priest?
Mr. Winfield, you all right in there?
Mr. Steelgrave.
You went in there. You went in. I told you not to go in.
What? What are you talking about?
Get in here.
I swear, this guy was alive when I left. Vinny here must have seen a combination on the lock. When I opened it, came in here and whacked him around or something.
What are you telling him that for? I didn't touch him.
All I know is we sent you out to do a job. You brought back a stiff. Sonny's gonna go nuts.
Hey, this guy was alive when I left. Now he's dead. You the guy that's supposed to watch him. That's all I know.
Hey, there's all kinds of alive, man. There's alive and well, and there's alive and hardly breathing.
Knock it off. We'll settle it later. I'm gonna go get Sonny. Get him out of here. Take him out to the country and plant him down deep. I don't want him popping up in the spring rain. Then we're gonna go to the pier. We're gonna take these guys and see what they're doing.
Look, Dave, I'm sorry.
I hate mistakes. This guy wasn't supposed to croak. You can't get answers from a dead man.
I don't know what your story is, pal, but you just made a major mistake with me.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
I'm scared to death. He must have followed Dave's driver from the hotel.
What do you want to do?
Pull over. I'm gonna put this pushy cop into a new category.
Hi, fellas. Just out for a little ride.
How you doing, Sheriff Butcher? Yeah, Tony and I were just trying out his new car.
How you doing, Tony? You fellas know you got a taillight out?
You know, you and your partner are death on taillights.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a vehicular pet peeve of mine. Now, you gentlemen want to get out of the car? Maybe we can open up that trunk and fix it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to impound this car because it don't live up to Jersey standards.
Hey, I tell you what, I promise to get it fixed. Maybe I'll drop it by tomorrow.
Get out of that car, both of you.
That was dumb. Now he's gonna come looking for you. We should have just popped them both. Unless you got a reason for not wanting to kill cops.
Yeah, I got a reason. It's stupid.
Yeah? Well, now you gotta go hole up someplace.
No. Dave said meet him at the pier, and after we get rid of Winfield's body, that's where we're going.
Go on, Vinny. Open her up.
WAR 15.
You guys are shipping hot guns off our pier. Okay, what is this? Where'd this come from? You off an armory or what?
It's the Winfield assault rifle. He designed it and built them.
For who?
I don't know.
Where's the crew and the ship's captain?
There's no one on board.
Wait. Whoever owns the ship that paid for these guns, be back.
Gentlemen, we gotta look at the upside.
These guns and this ship, they gotta be worth something to somebody. We find out who that somebody is, sell them back. The Winfield assault rifle. Cal, take these jokers outside, find out if they really don't know anything.
You. Yeah, you. I want you to get your tail back to the casino. Stay locked in your room till I figure out how to get the heat off. If you rammed Butcher, he's gonna be all over us like a bad-looking woman.
I'm sorry about that, Sonny. I just figured a dead cop was more pressure than a hit and run, that's all.
Just get back to the hotel.
Okay.
Come on, Sonny. We can't be late for the party.
Hey, Tony, you gotta clean this pier up.
You got it, Sonny.
I thought everybody would be at your parents' party tonight.
They are. I'm on my way there now. I just came by to pick up their anniversary present. What are you doing?
Well, I lost my lighter here this afternoon. At least I think I did. It's kind of sentimental. It was given to me by my father.
Where were you sitting?
Well, I was over there, and then I moved over here, I think. I don't know. It's got to be around here someplace.
To Vinny, love, Dad.
Thank you very much. Wouldn't want to lose you.
I had kind of a nasty argument with my father this afternoon. He said he didn't want me messing around with you.
Guess I mean Tony blew us in, huh?
Says he has an instinct about you. Whatever that means. I don't know why I just told you that. Probably means you're gonna steer wide circles around me, huh? That wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Do you want to take a walk?
Yeah, sure, okay.
When I was in high school and the boys I dated found out who my father was, they stopped calling. Which made no sense to me. I mean, my dad was the greatest dad in the whole world. Most of the time. Sometimes you can't talk to him. Coldness comes over him. I guess it was then I started to wonder if what they wrote about him might be true.
It's a weird scene to find yourself in at that age.
Even as I got older, the men I dated got older. There'd always be those questions, you know, what does your dad do for a living? That Dave Steelgrave. It got to the point where I was just lying, you know, if I liked the guy. They'd hear it somewhere else. And they'd all go away. So finally I had to.
That's why you went to college on the West Coast.
I'd have gone further if I could have. Somewhere where they just don't print newspapers and nobody could find out.
You still seem very close to your family.
They're like a separate entity, you know? It's like college or work. When I come to see them, nothing I have in California comes with me. And when I go back home, I leave them all behind. Are you close with your family?
Oh, well, I got an Uncle Mike who kind of watches over me.
Your parents aren't alive?
Oh, my dad's dead. We were pretty close. For the last couple of years, mostly. He was pretty good with me from the time I was about 16 on.
What about your mom?
Well, my mom's always been closer to my brother. She was always a great mom to me, but it's been kind of hard on her with me being in jail and everything. I guess I'm just not the kind of son a mother would be proud of.
Is that what she thinks?
That's what I think. So when are you going back to school?
Probably the sooner the better, huh?
Maybe for you.
Maybe for both of us. Aren't you afraid of my dad? Or Uncle Sonny?
Only if they find out.
We got him.
Hey, Vinny. I've come to take you to driver's school so you can work on some of those moving violations.
What is this? What's the matter?
No, it's just a case of mistaken identity.
I'm going with you.
No, don't get involved, Tracy. Just do me a favor. Call my Uncle Mike, 555-2610. Tell him what happened and I want him to get me out, okay? Will you do that?
Yes?
Come on, get in there.
Mike Terranova. What can I do for you?
Is this Vince Terranova's Uncle Mike?
Yeah, you got it. Who's this?
I'm a friend of his. He asked that I call you. He was just arrested by the New Jersey Police Department.
That guy is always getting in trouble. Vinny just can't keep his nose straight, can he?
Well, he wanted you to bail him out, and he said as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's the way it always is with this guy. Okay, I'll find him. Hey, thanks for the call.
Okay.
Hey, Sherm. Sherm, do not put me on hold, man. This is the hotline. Okay, have somebody call McPike and tell him his boy Terranova just hit the lockup.
Yeah, you tell me how you're gonna be a successful criminal if you can't make it 1 week without getting pinched.
Hey, I was just trying to save that redneck sheriff's life. Greco was gonna blow him away right on the spot, and I had no way to stop it. Not without tipping my hand. The guy's an unstable load, Frank. You gotta get me out of here.
No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself a real expensive mouthpiece and you're gonna go to war with the DA. And you know, it looks to me like you're burning the houses already. Brand new Rolex. Diamond cufflinks. $300 in cash.
Well, the Steelgraves are real generous employers. You should see my German ride, Frank. Now, look, I want you to take this and run this guy down. His name's Norman Winfield.
Who is he? What does he do?
He fertilizes empty lots. Right now, he's working the corner of Kentucky and Reardon.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I helped bury him. When he was alive, he was some kind of a gun manufacturer. I want you to dig him up and find out what killed him. Now, my bet is that he died of excessive voltage courtesy of Tony Greco. I also want to know where he's from, where he's been, and where he's staying here in town.
Now, you do me a favor. You don't call up about any more bodies that you buried, huh, Vince? They're real hard to explain.
Well, I'll tell you what, Frank. I'll keep it out of my report if you keep it out of yours. Thanks for bailing me out, Sonny.
What, are you kidding me? Was I gonna leave you in there? When you got someone working for you, you gotta take care of them. You never leave them swinging, even if they messed up. Everybody messes up now and then. It's all right. Just don't make a habit of it.
Come on, Sonny, let's go. Boxcar Louie's waiting for us. We got business across town.
I'll bring the car around.
No, Al's driving. Come on, Sonny.
Here's a bulletin. Dave's not happy with you.
Tracy, right?
If you're that smart, how come you're not that smart?
I don't want to duck this one, Sonny, but I didn't do anything.
Hey, look, I told Dave I'd talk to you. We talked.
You sure you don't want me to go with you?
Go get cleaned up, get some rest. Meet me at Gorman's gym in the morning.
All right.
Hey! How are things in your office upstairs? Not again. You're gonna rip this joint up every other day? If you're missing me, I can come every day.
Oh, you got laws against harassment, fella.
Yeah, there's all kinds of laws. You probably won't believe this, Goon Bob, but they even got a law against murdering federal agents.
Oh, yeah? I haven't heard that one before. Is that new?
Oh, come on. Let him pour through the wastebasket. There, let's get out of here.
I think I got his blood pressure up a point or two. Let's do it again.
Norman Winfield. He worked at various times for Lockheed, McDonnell Douglas, Smith & Wesson, and a number of government facilities requiring low-priority clearance. His specialty is small armaments and weaponry design. For the past 2 years, he has not held a job. Rundown on his credit card shows that he has been traveling in and out of the country frequently the past 10 months, mostly to Mar del Calor and Quintana, both in Mexico, where he's been seen with an international arms dealer named Ronaldo Sykes. He has frequented a number of motels across the country, most recently the Garden Rose Motel on 65. He checked in there 2 days ago, and he has not checked out. Registered to room 122.
Looking for Norman Winfield's room. You know, this is a very good year, and I'm very sorry to intrude, but I have some business with Norm.
You have no business with Norman.
You know all about Norm, do you? I bet you do. Well, the one thing you may not know is that he's dead.
We all have to go sometime.
Well, I can see by your generous overflow of emotion that you and Norm weren't romantically involved. What was this, more of a business celebration?
Why do you come here?
To meet you. Or whoever was working with Winfield. You see, I'm with the guys who own the pier that Winfield was using. I've got the guns, and I want to talk to Sykes. You felt that one. You tell Sykes if he wants his goods to contact me at this number. Take it. And tell him not to wait too long either, because if he does, I'll dump his crates in the Atlantic.
Jeb, nice.
Hey, Sonny, what is it?
Rip to the lip. Hey, Vinny, how's it going, baby?
All right.
You like my kid? What do you think, yeah?
He's got good legs, but he's telegraphing with his left, and he holds his mitts too low. You better get him up, too, otherwise you're gonna be hearing a lot of white noise.
Hey, I told you, keep those hands up.
Everybody wants to be Ali. Eh?
Listen, I think I ran down the guy who owns the guns. His name's Ronaldo Sykes.
You what?
Yeah, well, I figured you wanted this guy pretty bad, so I went on the street to locate him.
You don't do anything without checking with me.
So what'd you find out?
Well, I figured since it was taking a couple days to get his ship loaded, Winfield had to be staying in the area someplace. So I called the motels and the hotels saying I was Winfield, asking for my messages. He was staying at the Garden Rose Motel, room 122.
You're telling me you just dialed every motel in the phone book till you found the right one. That's simple.
Yeah, that's simple.
That's simple. Finally, I got somebody with brains working for me. So how does I get his Sykes?
Well, I found one of his associates, and I gave your number. I said if they wanted their merchandise back to contact me within 24 hours, that goes overboard.
All right. I like that.
Charlie.
Mr. Greco, I was just checking on what's happening at the aqueduct. I can't seem to catch a winner.
Clear it out. Spend an afternoon to drag.
Let's go, Cal. Start checking the joint out. Make sure it's empty. Take it upstairs. Come on, let's go.
Gas leak! Come on! Gas leak!
Here they come.
Would you look at her?
What the hell is that? He brings a broad to the meeting? This guy wouldn't last 6 seconds in the Rabbit. They plaster him all over the walls.
That all? Yeah, so what sells best, the frozen corn or the peas?
Sonny Steelgrave. It's my brother Dave. It must be Sykes.
I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Steelgrave. This is my chauffeur, Dieter Haas, and my secretary, Raya Montenegro.
Nice to meet you. Why don't you sit right here and make yourself comfortable? Well, why don't you gentlemen keep your jackets buttoned and your hands at your sides? Okay, let's lay it out here. According to Winfield's assistants, whom we are currently detaining, Winfield says that he was producing these guns for you at the rate of $3,000 per week. You've asked for delivery of over $10,000 in the next month. At roughly $200 per, that's $2 million. You need a way to export it. We got it. We're thinking of an export and handling fee and 10% of the retail.
Mr. Steelgrave, do you know what these are? May I? Norman Winfield created the greatest single-hand weapon to date. Capable of firing over 20 rounds per second, it is also a compact rocket launcher.
Yeah, and I got a toaster that makes popcorn. So what?
Any number of men armed with the WL-15 is increased in strength tenfold. Any tiny nation, even a small band of guerrillas totaling only 100, can now be equivalent to 1,000 men. And when Winfield tried to sell this weapon to your government, they turned him down, so he came to me. I bought Mr. Winfield and his auto weapon. I paid much. I built the factory that manufactures them. These are mine. Why should I pay you to get back that which I own?
Because we have them. And in my neighborhood, possession is 9/10 of the law. The other 10, we don't care about.
I did not come here to be extorted.
I didn't come here to play bocce ball either. Now, you're the one who had the nerve to come into my area, my dock. You're conducting criminal business on my property, and I can't take the heat. So where do you come off, mister?
Sonny's right. We don't do this for our health. We came to our turf to do illegal business. Should have came to see us, so we get our taste.
I did. I gave Winfield $100,000 American to be paid in full for the export of my weapons from your pier.
Well, I run everything that goes through Greco Marine Enterprise. Winfield never contacted anyone.
I gave the money to Winfield personally.
We have a situation here to work out. We didn't get paid for our services, but we have your guns. I think I hear something next door.
Check it out.
Where's he go?
Downstairs to get a pack of smokes.
Look, pal, it's not up for discussion. You got it? You think you can come down here and pull my nose? You were operating a gun hustle. You didn't tell my boys.
Perhaps you'd be wise to think before you speak, Mr. Steelgrave. I'm not a man who enjoys being threatened.
Don't try it.
Sonny? Sonny?
Somebody coming. Let's be alert.
Excuse me, is it possible for someone to help me? My tire is flat.
All right, Dieter.
I want all crates marked with the Sendrex International shipping labels loaded aboard. I want to be underway within the hour, Captain. So.
How is he? How is he?
Stable, Doc says. Doesn't look too good right now. Best shot he's got he has if he comes around tonight.
So I ran into Angelo downstairs. He said Sykes and his men hit the dock. They took his ship and the load of guns.
Perfect little operation, huh?
Yeah.
Only screw up is they didn't get me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think there was any mistake.
Hey, what is it with you? We were both right in the middle of it.
You were right in the middle of Zort, pal. You were next door checking out termites.
I don't gotta explain nothing to you.
It's not me you gotta worry about, wise guy.
Tracy. Tracy, I'm sorry about your father.
Were you there?
Doesn't matter.
Nobody does anything without checking.
Mike Terranova, what's up?
Agent 4587. Day code, style section, ident procedures, dogs, groomed, palladium.
Hey, how's my favorite nephew? Are you calling from your new job?
Negative. I'm on a payphone.
Access clear.
I may be going for a ride to the funhouse. I'm gonna need a trapdoor.
Go.
Greco, Anthony. I found out he banks at Federated Bank, Pittsburgh Avenue branch. I'd like him to come into some money, a little under 100 grand.
What kind of trail we leaving when we make the deposit?
A really striking Latino girl, dark hair, long legs, a real head turner. And as soon as you can, maybe take him on a tour of our better facilities. And drop him down a rabbit hole. He's beginning to breathe on me.
In motion. Day code remain active?
Okay, Uncle Mike.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, it's my bookie.
Bookie?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't make any plane reservations. I'm sure Sonny will want to see you.
Is you awake?
He'll call you when he wants you. Meantime, brief you here and make sure you don't trip and fall onto a Greyhound bus.
All right.
How's Rita and Tracy?
Julia and Carmilla are with him. My sister's coming up tonight. They're okay. You just get better. You let me and Carmine handle everything for a while, hmm?
I really appreciate you flying up here, Nick. Taking care of the funeral arrangements.
Come on, will you? Everything is okay.
Nothing is okay. Not until I take care of this Sykes and his flamenco dancer. I want out of here. You gonna get me out or what?
The doctor says you're all ripped up
I'm
inside.
not gonna go jitterbugging, Nick. Now just get me out, okay? Get the damn ambulance and the stretcher.
Okay, we'll get you out of here. Carmine, go and find a doctor. Sonny, you okay?
I'm fine. Where's Vinny?
Right outside. Tony and Rico have been keeping him warm.
Get him in here.
Vinny.
Hey, Sonny, how you feeling?
Dave is dead. My brother is dead. What happened, Vinny? What the hell happened?
I was in there with the rest of you.
You were nowhere. In fact, you were out in left field when the whole shebang went down. That chick, she sent you a signal, Vinny?
No, Tony told me to go next door, see who was in the next room.
You said you heard something. There was nobody next door.
What, are you kidding me? Are you telling me I was part of a setup?
Do I look like I'm kidding you? I'm lying here full of grief, sucking wind through bullet holes. You think I'm fooling around?
No.
This whole thing went lousy from the first day I met you, Sykes, with these guns on my pier. Easily you located them to set up that meet.
Explain how I did that, Sonny. Just took some legwork and some luck.
Luck? Dave is dead.
I'll bet Dave smelled you out there, Nova. Maybe you knew he was on to you and set this up. Is that it?
You gotta talk to me, Vinny.
Sonny, this whole thing with Sykes has been going down long before I showed up. What about Sykes saying he paid somebody off?
That was crap.
I don't think so. Sykes is a player. He knows the rules. I think he paid the 100 grand just like he said. And if he did, that means there's 100 grand floating around someplace. Somebody took that money without telling Sonny, and it wasn't me, because I was still in the Jersey tombs. Whoever Sykes paid figured they could just pocket the money without telling you or Dave. Now, if I was looking for a heavy, I'd look at the guy that set up the deal with Winfield, and that was you, Greco. It was your pair. It was your deal. You had to kill Winfield because he gave you the cash. That's what got the whole thing rolling the wrong way.
You shut your mouth, scum.
Hey, why don't we check your bank? See if you got a hunk of change in there, maybe like around 100 grand.
Your history, punk, your history!
Don't touch it.
Oh, you're dead.
We'll call the bank. We'll settle this. Rico. Check it out.
Check it out. Sonny, I've been with you for 20 years. 20 years. All right, do what you want. But I ain't gonna stand there while you check me out.
I can get Sykes for you.
What are you talking about? He's 10 hours across the Atlantic. He killed Dave and he's gone.
Yeah, but after the ambush, I called down to the pier. I told the guys to remove the guns from the crates in the warehouse. These guys are floating at sea with a box full of rocks, Sonny.
He'd have checked the guns before he put them aboard.
Yeah, I know that. That's why we put a full box of guns on top of each stack. You don't believe me? Call Sammy down at the pier. You'll find out.
I don't know about you, Vinny. You move fast. Maybe too fast. We'll see. Get that Mezumot on the phone. Call him ship to shore. I want to lay this one on him personally. Give me it.
100 grand was deposited in Tony's account. And get this, Sonny. A good-looking Spanish broad put it in there for him.
Don't bother, Peter.
I am turning back, and I accept your terms. I will trade you the killer of your brother, my secretary, for the guns. But how can I trust you?
There are always risks in business. Your guns will be at Warehouse 3.
Do not fear, Carinosa. I will not play his game. I do not trust him. He will try and hit us.
Agent 4587, day code, style section, beach day flowers.
How you doing, Vinny?
Okay, Sonny's alive. Get some federal units out to the pier. It's gonna go down fast. And notify McPike and the Jersey cops.
You pig! I smelled you from day one, and I was right. Son should have listened to Dave. He could pick out a cop blindfolded.
The way he did Stan Dermott, huh?
You should have seen that fat slob crawling around, pleading and puking after Dave gave him the old bada bink in the head. Now I'm gonna do it to you. You're gonna cross the river.
Yeah? Well, I figure you're gonna come over with me. Sonny already knows you took the payoff from Winfield.
Sonny's not gonna believe a cop over me.
You just don't want to see the picture, do you? Sonny already knows. They went down to your bank and found out about the 100 G's deposited there.
Nice try, but I don't have 100 G's in the bank. I'm not stupid enough to put it there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I made the deposit for you. Sonny's men are all over this burg looking for you, and it's not to give you a raise, genius.
You're bluffing. You're bluffing.
Yeah, I just came from the hospital. You may as well stick that blaster in your ear and save yourself the drive home. It's gonna be a lot quicker and easier than Sonny's gonna make it.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
The lifeguard traced the call.
Dave Steelgate killed Stan. Tony here was the accomplice, maybe the wheelman. You can close that one out.
I don't know any Stan. And after I talked to Sonny, your history.
Your best bet is to cooperate, Tony. Maybe these guys will take pity on you, put you in the witness program.
They can jam the witness program. There's no way I'd ever talk to you pigs.
Oh, good. Have it your own way. But you better look around when you stick your head out of the hole. Sonny will be waiting to take it off and send it home in a hat box.
Oh, don't you worry, Vinny. He won't pop up while you're still under. I'll make sure of that. Get him out.
Something wrong?
Yeah, this guy happens to be fond of ambushes. I already saw one of his maneuvers up close. I don't feel like a rematch.
He comes in there, we tank him. Don't worry about it. Leave it to me and my guys.
Vinny, what is that? The cops?
No, I don't think it's the cops.
gentlemen. Federal matter.
Sometimes I can't get enough of you, Frank.
Yeah? Let's see if you still love me after I bust you.
Thank you, Father. I'll call you tonight before you go to the airport. Take care of your mother.
I heard you were leaving tonight.
I want to take my mother out to California and get her away from all this publicity. We both have a lot of crying and thinking to do. Go spend some time with your mother, Vinny. Don't let her go without finding out who she is. I don't want to make the same mistake I did.
Make sure Nick takes care of Rita and Tracy. I want everything done first class, naturally.
Sonny,
Thanks for coming.
how you feeling?
I'm okay. Arm's still a little stiff, but it's still gonna take some time.
Yeah, get that old left hook back, huh?
Marvin Ketchell's gonna defend you. He's real good. Says he can get you off.
I really appreciate this, Sonny.
We'll see. Rico says you handled your end pretty good at the pier. But I keep losing good men with you, Vinny.
Sonny, we were gonna go down one way or the other. Somebody called those feds beforehand. Tony, maybe?
Well, well. No one told me they took the tubes out of you yet, Sonny. I would have sent you a big basket of fruit, but I figured I'd wait and see if you died. Put the money into a nice wreath.
You know what the trouble with you is, Frisbee? You don't know when your luck has run out. Now, why don't you give me a break and back off? I'm in mourning.
Oh, yeah. Your greaseball brother ate the big one down at the Blue Angel, right? Tony Greco's been telling us all about it. You'll be hearing from us. Oh, and my condolences.
So it was the feds who picked up Tony.
The feds didn't pick him up. He probably ran to them for cover.
What can I do for you, Sonny?
Get in. I want to trust you, Vinny. You're one of the best I've ever come across. Dave had his doubts. Maybe I do too. So you and me, we're gonna make a pact.
I'm with you, Sonny.
That Fed Hawthorne, I want to do him. We're gonna do him together. You and me. Tonight, we're doing for Dave.
You sure he's alone?
His wife and kids are at the movies. Vinny, you pull the trigger, kill this Fed for me, I'll trust you forever.
What the hell you...
There's a warrant. You can't walk away from dog meat.
Okay, you're dead. You convinced me.
Oh, man. My wife's gonna have my tail for busting that mirror like that.
Well, you're moving anyway,
Hey, now, you promised me someplace warm.
as long as you're out of sight. Well, that ought to set his cover real good. Let's see what he brings us.
Want me to drive, Sonny?
Yeah. For the last time. You're through being a driver, Vinny. You're taking over Greco's action. You're moving up.